Hello and welcome to Fears to Fathom Home Alone, the very first chapter. So, recently, of course, there is actually a new sort of Fears to Fathom that's going to be coming out soon. It is called Fears to Fathom Scratch Creek. That is actually a co-op version of the Fears to Fathom series, and essentially it's basically a new starting point for the series, I suppose. But I just thought it would be a good sort of idea to sort of revisit the very first episode of the series and see what has changed over the past couple of entries. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to make an accurate assessment because I'm a moron, but yeah. Anyways, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with the very first episode of Fears to Fathom Home Alone. Alright, did that. Fears to Fathom is an episodic psychological horror game where each episode involves... Oh wait, why am I doing this? What? Okay, just clicked on it like a normal person. Fears to Fathom Home Alone, July 12. Also, no, with the volume, what's up with the volume and stuff like that. I didn't want to put this up on Reddit just for it to be called a piece of fiction. I don't even know where to start. Excuse my lack of good storytelling skills. Okay. Now, I don't know why I'm even acting surprised about this. Like, I've seen this before. I guess I'll just start. It was in the middle of the summer. My parents hadn't left for that weekend due to a work trip, which meant I was all by myself for the weekend. Also, I feel like I do have to mention that my sleep schedule was really messed up around this time. I would sleep and get up at just about any time of the day. Though I did plan on fixing that. Me too, buddy. Me too. Never fixed it. Oh wait, of course, if there's an alarm. Basically, I woke up at around 8 after a nap that evening. Alright. I'll probably adjust volume because the friggin' menu was so loud. Okay, there. I adjusted the volume, and yeah. If it's now too loud, I'm really sorry. Where am I? I don't know if I am gonna be sorry if it's too loud. Mother? No need to order anything. Already made you lasagna this morning. Check the fridge. Hell yeah, love lasagna. Love lasagna. Okay, well. No thanks? Really? No thanks? Rude. See to crouch. I do not need to crouch. It is my house. Ooh, nice. Food was cold. Yeah, I can't... Oh, wait, shut the fridge. Shut the fridge, because why would you not shut the fridge? Where are you? Monster? Here we go. Lasagna. There's a loud ass oven. Food was heating up. Food was nice and hot. I liked watching TV while I ate. Sure. Why was that oven so loud? Oh man, I don't remember the oven being that loud. Though fine. You're also eating an entire pan of lasagna. Oh man. I like watching TV. Oh, freaking the G to throw. Okay, I'm not throwing this. Can't even eat this. Oh, yeah, I can. You know what? That's an appropriate amount of lasagna to eat. I lied. Nope, there's someone downstairs. Classic sneaky things. Let me eat. I was already feeling very sleepy after eating the food. You just woke up. You literally just woke up, man. You literally just woke up. Shh. Yeah, okay. Mason Oliver? Okay. We're gonna have to call it off, man. Something just came up. But you gotta come to Jessica's tomorrow. Okay, sure, man. Wow, nice throw. Also, this man's sleeping. I'm just saying this man because I'm a man. Not really, I'm a coward. I'm sorry, Miles. Gotta see you tomorrow. Don't forget Chem, though. Chill out, dude. It's all good. I'll probably just go back to bed after Chem. This man. This man. This is a big ass room, not gonna lie. Fancy. "12:38 a.m. Homework was done. I was off to bed. I got done with the homework for the day in about a few hours." Okay, at least he didn't just eat and have like a carb crash out. It's like, alright, guess I'm going to bed now. Carb coma. Mother, don't stay up too late. I shouldn't get to hear from Miss Paula this time. Oh, Miss Paula's a snitch. Don't worry, Mom. Look, I'm going to sleep. It's such a reasonable time. So reasonable. Right. Mother, no need to worry. 1:16 a.m. I got to get some water. Fine. The bloody hell in it. So dark. Oh, we're not even gonna turn on the lights. Fine. Also, it's way too dark, man. I literally can't see anything, even. Okay. Which I don't. Are you not gonna drink straight from the tap? Brother, I cannot see anything. I don't have a flashlight either. You're not gonna... Are you going to the pond to drink water? Yeah, drink the one-day blinding seal. Oh, my bad. Oh, really? Drink tap water. So fancy for what? Alright. Heard a creek. Clearly nothing's wrong. Just a creek. Just a normal creek. Why is it so hard to see in this game? You there? Who's at the door? You there? Click to hide. Where am I supposed to hide? Oh, there. I can't see anything. Oh. Also, turn off your phone's notifications. It's so bloody loud. Oh, I was actually just supposed to check on the outside. Alright then. Which would help if I could actually see. But I can't. Paula sent me. Says he's been creeping through the windows. We're calling the cops. You kids lock every door and hide in your room. Don't answer the door no matter what he does. Okay then. Guess I'm hiding in my thing. In my room. The house. You kids, wait, there's the... Alright, I was alone because Mason canceled on me. Jerk. Unbelievable. Can't believe Mason would cancel on me. Now I have to get potentially stabbed. Unbelievable. The absolute gall of this man. Oh, broken. Rude. No. Space to get up? No. Don't answer it no matter what. I'm not answering it no matter what. Let's pull out the door. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mom. Mom, so sorry, honey. Everything's gonna be alright. Okay. If you say so, Mom. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh, it just quits from there. Oh, okay, well. Oh, man. It won't even let me get the other ending. Alright, fine. Okay, there. I'm finally back under the bed where I was just before the end of everything. And so apparently how you're supposed to survive this is just do this. And then once they do that, run, close the door behind you, and then hide under bed. Because apparently the correct solution is not rushing down the stairs and getting to where the help is. It's actually just hiding. Because, yeah. Which, I would argue that if the person is already there and they see you getting back into your room and then you just lock the door, I don't think that's necessarily the smartest thing to do. Versus if you know that there's someone already, at the door willing to help you and stuff like that. Oh, police. So I do think that's kind of bizarre, but that's how this game is, A game by rail. Survived through the first episode. No, I died first. Because apparently running down the stairs to get help is not the correct solution. Even though the door was like a meter away from the stairs, but I digress. I'm still stuck. You're fine. I'll get up. What do you want from me? Oh. Of course it shuts down again. Okay. So I will say this. A lot of the aesthetic and general sort of feel of Fears to Fathom has been kept throughout just the sequels. And you can see that in the sequels there was a lot more refinement put into things. Now obviously you could look at the window and see the killer, the perpetrator, right? I just didn't do that because I'm too much of a coward and a stickler for rules, but you could actually just glance out the window and see him. I would say the uncanniness of the models has stayed relatively the same, so I think aesthetic wise it has stayed the same. Again, and further in the following games, there were some improvements, like the voice thing for the sound meter, for hiding places, and of course later on they did add, I think that's for chapter 4 and 5, they did add a checkpoint feature, an auto checkpoint feature, which made getting the other endings a lot less of a pain, because right here I did need to replay the entire game to get to the other ending, and up until chapter 3 you also again need to replay the entire game, so I do have to give that credit. I will say that there is again an element of kind of nonsense, an element of not really, why would I say fantastical? I'm thinking of I'm trying to think of the other word, but there is a sort of paranormal element injected into these, because right from the get-go already, like when we were in the lasagna, someone went up the stairs, but that's impossible because they were still outside. You need to film, like the neighbor was still filming, was still taking a photo and stuff like that. Like that person was still very much so outside, right? So how would you be able to see him walk up the stairs? So inherently there are some elements that are fantasized, not fantasized, I guess that's the right term, to sort of add to the atmosphere of the game as well. And I would say that later series as well, they also include some basically, now I wouldn't say filler, but there's also extended periods that don't really contribute to the overall atmosphere. They do contribute to the overall setting and the scene, but this one was a nice compact experience, which I think that and the fact that it was apparently based off a true story, I think that definitely caught a lot of people's eyes. So yeah, and also a lot of small details here and there, because again, the person going up the stairs and stuff like that. And if you didn't turn off the TV, you can actually study. So yeah, there's a lot of small details which are carried over in the future games. Chapter 5, if you threw the coffee cups on the floor, the janitor reacted accordingly. So there's still a lot of attention to detail in these games. But yeah, whether it was writing that went off or whatever, I think that's entirely subjective. Overall, yeah, I do think that there is a steady increase in quality for this. Just a very steady one. You don't get like huge jumps, but that's fine for me, I think. But yeah, that about wraps up for Fears to Fathom Home Alone. Yeah, it's just nice to revisit an old friend, I suppose. And so yeah, hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you guys are. And see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you and take care. Bye.